Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're gonna look at a funny boy. So this is TIENCHA, the fusion of Yamcha and Tien. Now, this guy is obviously very bad. He was given out 100 years ago. Now, what's weird is this guy was never released on Global. I don't think you've ever even gotten another copy of this card, right? So, like, this is an impossible to acquire feat, which is rainbowing this guy. And then, of course, we've also got him at level 10 links. But again, TIENCHA, I believe they handed out an initial copy of him when Dragon Ball Fusion's content first came to Dokkan. And then that's it. You see, he's got the Dragon Ball Fusion thing, not even Dragon Ball Heroes. But that is why it's particularly odd that this guy was never released on Global, considering he was just Dragon Ball Fusion's content, which, I mean, I believe that game was a worldwide release, was it not? Now, this guy's on 3 teams. He's on Fusion, Earthlings, and Crossover. His link set is really weird, because he's got Z Fighters, Dodon Ray, and Kamehameha, right? Like, this is Dodon Ray right here. And it's not exactly a very common link when you take a look at the units that have got this, right? And then, of course, again, like, Z Fighters, it's like, I think his pretty much best friend is going to be Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Like, we could have ran him on the Earthling team as well, and we could have gotten, like, Z Fighters active right there, or Dodon Ray. But I think just going with the crossover team and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito would be good, right? Now here, we'll quickly just take a look at his details, right? So he does extreme and lowers attack. Passive is terrible, plus 2,500 attack when HP's 80% or below, like, bruh. And then again, dude, I don't know. Why was he never released on Global? Why have they not ever added anything more to this character? There's no idea, no clue. Who knows, right? Because, I mean, this is actually, like, what's funny is if this guy would get a Dokkan Awakening and they would actually make him good, like, he would be helpful. Like, these are 3 teams that I always would want extra characters on, right? Fusion, not exactly like Fusion is a monstrously big team or something like that. Like, we could always use more help. Earthlings could always use more help, and so could Crossover. I mean, Crossover eventually, Dokkan could easily make that a premium, you know, one of the top 5 teams in the game. Like, that would not be hard whatsoever. With shit, all the craziness that they've got in there, right? But we'll see if anything like that will eventually happen, right? So, all right, let's go ahead and jump in with TIENCHA. Again, we have Super Saiyan 4 Vegito here, who I assume is going to be one of his best friends. We have Kamehameha and Fuse Fighter active right there. Remember that TIENCHA, his passive, we can only do one time, once only. He gets 5 ki and plus 2,500 attack when HP's 80% or below, which is not great. All right, let me see. So he's at 41k defense. Oof. By the way, like, there's a lot of different fusions and shit like that. This is from the Dragon Ball Fusions game. But there's a lot of goofiness like that in Budokai 2 as well, right? Where they have, like, a Majin Buu that absorbs Vegeta and shit. I might do, like, a video sort of going over a lot of the Budokai series stuff, because, like, Dokkan could very easily add some of that Budokai stuff. Like the Krillin that, or the Cell, I like that super attack animation. The Cell that absorbed Krillin and stuff, like, characters like that, it would be interesting to see them add into Dokkan, just to get, like, real goofy. Again, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, remember, is giving support to TIENCHA. So is Demon Goddess Toa, right? Again, the crossover team is actually, I think, going to be a pretty good team for, like, unit showcases, because Vegito is buffing the entire category. So is Demon Goddess Toa. So is Golden Cooler. So is Supremo Pie of Time. And a lot of these characters are quite good, right? Like, you know, like, Supremo Pie of Time is not just, a support type unit who outbring. Like, she's actually like a, you know, she could be a fairly capable unit, too. Alright, looks like we're not going to be okay, I need to not get same type orbs, because we got a full below 80% HP, which is going to be tough. Well, I guess not really, because TIENCHA is going to start getting smacked around in a second here. And then, you know, 2 turns from there, we'll go ahead and be able to see what his passive looks like. Now, just because he has that passive, do not expect his damage to be, like, impressive whatsoever, right? Plus 2,500 attack is not exactly impressive, I would say. plus 2,500 attack. Let me actually take a look at what his stats are. So TIENCHA has got 9,400 attack. That is one of the lowest attack stats in the game by a rainbow unit. There's not many characters that are even under 10,000 attack, right? And then his defense 59 is really bad as well. Yeah, our boy TIENCHA, he's struggling a little bit. 41k defense again. I mean, we at least still are at the portion of the fight where his attack debuff can do something. But see, like, you know, they very easily could do some stuff, man. It would not be... Oh, boy. Okay, well, TIENCHA, rest in pepperonis, brother. Yeah, he, not exactly a tanky unit, I would say. We need to be careful about this boy being in front of these hits. Because, you know, this legendary Goku event Goku is going to melt our boy TIENCHA very fast. Not exactly what I would consider a top-tier unit. Now, the good news is, again, next turn we are going to be able to see him with his with his passive. Like, I have to laugh when I say when he has his passive active. Yeah, this is amazing. Like, look at power creep, right? Like, compare like a passive like that from back then to what units do now. Oh no, are you kidding me? Demon Goddess Toa healed us. That is so annoying. Are you kidding me? Okay, Toa, sure. I have to be really careful too, because like now that we're getting to like the Tech God Goku portion, it's like I can't put TIENCHA in front of too many attacks, or like not only are we gonna fall below 80% HP, we're just straight up gonna die. But yeah, David, I didn't even think of that. All right, of course, what am I doing bringing Demon Goddess Toa along? Of course, there's one turn where we are gonna be low health, and that's the turn where Demon Goddess Toa is there. Unfortunate. Remember, she gives a huge extra support passive when you fall below that HP threshold and she heals. But I believe that's only for extreme class characters that get that buff, right? Alright, so we got to be careful here. We could put TIENCHA in front of a couple of attacks, but not too many. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, 2 attacks right there. I think that'll be more than enough to allow him to take a good amount of damage and knock us below 80%. And then next turn, we can see what he looks like with his passive active, and then we'll finish up, because our boy TIENCHA, not exactly the craziest unit. So it's like, is this a global shaft that Global never got this guy? I would argue yes, because even though he sucks, he's still on like super limited categories, and this is a really goofy, like, fun card, right? A fusion of Tien and Yamcha. Like, yeah, like, if I was a global player, like, yeah, it's stupid that we can't get this guy, for sure, right? So I would argue in favor of the global shaft, with Global not getting this guy, for sure. Okay, so as long as we just don't get same type orbs right here, we are going to have TIENCHA's passive active on the next turn, because we are already below 80% HP. Yeah, dude, these OG passives, where like you activate it once only, really not exactly something that would age very well, right? Like, that's really bad. And I love how he gets 5 key too. Like, oh boy. I mean, I guess he does have Fuse Fighter, which is like a decent key link, but you're not going to activate Fuse Fighter on like the Earthling team, right? By the way, another instance of a character who is on, like, Earthling category, but he's a fusion. You know, look at Goten, who's on Hybrid Saiyan, but he's a fusion. And then people go, well, two Saiyans fused is not a pure Saiyan. Shut up. Stop. I'm not. No. Don't say. No. Stop. But two Saiyans together is not a pure Saiyan. No, that's ridiculously nonsense. All right, so here we go. TIENCHA with his passive active. Go ahead, brother. Take us to the moon with your damage. I'm sure this is going to be ultra impressive. TIENCHA! Here we go. Incredible. 600k attack stat incoming. Go ahead, TIENCHA. We're on the rocket ship to the moon with this attack stat. The tension is mounting. I cannot wait. 415k. Phew. Relax. Oh man, look at that gun. The Dodo Hameha. So impressive, man. Alright, we're done. Let me know what you guys think of the fusion of Tien and Yamcha. Full level 10 Lynx. He's bad, but I mean, he's a free-to-play unit from 100 years ago. Still stupid. Global never got him. Maybe they'd hand him out again one day in the future. I do not know. Let me know what you guys think of the fusion of Tien and Yamcha, though. And I'll catch you guys next time.